Yo, Ed here from Sohentix. Today, I'm going to walk you through a game-changing way to automate Excel using Claude AI and a local MCP server. If you ever found Power Query intimidating or time-consuming, this tool is about to change how you work on Excel. So let's jump in and check it out. To start off, what is an MCP server? Many of you might be asking. So what does MCP stand for? Model Context Protocol. Think of it like a local bridge between your software, like Excel, and an AI model like Claude. So it develops a protocol, and instead of just chatting with an AI in the browser, you're now building a local automation system. So it understands your prompt, writes codes, updates Excel directly. So it's AI, but in your tools, not just in your tabs. All right, so let's break it down. So in the diagram shown right here, we got the Excel workbook on the left side, and then inside is the Power Query table, which we're trying to essentially update, and that's where the data lives. So in the middle, we have the Python MCP server. It listens for prompts, sends them to Claude, and gets the back end code, which then injects that code into Power Query. And on the right side, Claude takes your natural language prompt, translates it into clean working Power Query code, and then it loops back. So your Excel file gets updated automatically. This is not just a chat. This is a programmable AI built into your data workflow. All right, let's do a quick walkthrough of the code, the actual VS code, and start off. In step one, we use import Claude plus fast MCP. And then we set up the environment variables. You point to your Excel file path. In this case, we just copy and paste it right here. And you also include your Anthropic key. And also for the table name included in your Power Query, which we'll take a look at in just a second. And so essentially the code, what it does is it opens your Excel file using Win32.com, and it finds the correct Power Query, then it injects the AI generated line, saves the file, and this is all done locally. So nothing goes to the cloud beyond the cloud prompt. That's an important thing to note, that this is all done locally on your computer. Your Excel file is done locally, and that's the power of an MCP server. So let's jump into and take a look at the actual Excel file. Before we make any additional changes, let's just look at the raw data, what we're working with, and just a moment, let me pull it up here. All right, so we have our data stored in the file sales. Let's open it up and take a look at what data we have. So we have about 100 records here. If you go to data and look at how it's currently set up, and I do have a monitor on my right side, which is why I'm looking at. All right, so if you go to source, we do have the table name is table 1. We have sales, no changes have been made, just the raw data. All right, so click out of here. All right, let's see the magic now. Let's go to Claude, and I already set up the MCP server in Claude. So we're not going to be going over that in this video right now. We're just going to be doing a demo of it, and pretty much we'll just call our MCP server Power Query MCP. That's the name of it. And then we'll say create a column called sales status, where sales, so the column sales is greater than 1,000, then high, else low. Okay, now it's thinking. Let us help us create the column called sales column, sales status. Okay, awesome. It's been created, and let's take a look at it. Pull it up. All right, so if you go here now, queries and connection, refresh the table. Oh, wow. Okay, So additional column is created as expected. High, anything below 1,000 equals low. Let's take a look at the query. All right, launch power query edit. Sweet. All right, that extra column got added. Now let's maybe change up the prompt a little. All right, close and load. Let's remove that step. Save this file. All right, let's mess around with it. Create a column called, let's say, sales. So high, sales great or low. Sales are great. Sales great. Where if sales are great at that 500, then awesome. Else bad. Just making up a rant. Let's see what this does. All right. And it's important to know that for this particular MCP server, it only works with adding columns. That's how it's programmed to. It's only the step that's included in the code is MCP is a Table.AddColumn. So, all right, cool. It created a column as expected. Sales great. Awesome. Let's take a look at it. Take a look at the file. Right. All right. Let's go to our data. Let's go to query connection. Let's see if they're awesome or they're good or they're bad. Let's see. Awesome. It's loading. Awesome. Awesome. Bad. Wow. Power of AI. You can literally enter your prompt in Claude and then your Excel file locally saved will update. What a great time it is to be alive or to be a data analyst. So essentially, there are some troubleshooting tips I would like to provide while we're looking at it. In the code, you will probably have a lot of errors when you're troubleshooting, setting it up. There'll be a COM error. Just delete the temp Python cache folder if you need to. And if you have any weird behavior with Excel opening, like use Win32 dispatch instead of gen cache ensure dispatch, or any file access issues, make sure Excel is closed and not read only. So when the script runs, don't forget to call MCP run at the launch server. And there's also an additional tool that you could call out to call list power queries tool. This is a bonus tool alert. So it's exciting. I've also added a helper function called list queries. So it simply lists out all the power queries in your workbook. Super helpful if you're managing multiple queries. Just another little automation helper to make your life easier. So that's what we're trying to do with AI and all these tools out here to make our life a little easier, right? So let's wrap it up. So in summer, we built a natural language interface for Excel powered by Claude and a Python MCP server. So you describe what you want. It writes and inserts the M code for you, fully automated. So at Sohentix, this is the kind of smart automation we bring real businesses every day. If this was helpful, make sure you smash the like and subscribe for more. Drop a comment about what you want to automate next. Also, the full code and example files are linked below in the GitHub repo. And also feel free to schedule a consultation. A link will be provided below. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out on LinkedIn, messages below. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Peace.